Ever stared at a picture of a pharaoh, majestic and imposing, and wondered what secrets that stone face held? What untold stories lay buried with him, beneath tons of carefully placed rock and sand? We're not talking about a few trinkets or a forgotten recipe for ancient Egyptian bread. We are talking about knowledge that could rewrite history as we know it. Imagine a world where the power of the pharaohs wasn't just political, but something far more profound, something magical. A world where their mastery wasn't limited to building pyramids, but extended to manipulating forces we barely understand today. That's the possibility we're exploring. The possibility that the pharaohs didn't just die, they took something with them. Something powerful. Something revolutionary. Think about it, these weren't just rulers. These were figures worshipped as gods, their lives shrouded in ritual and mystery. Their tombs, painstakingly crafted over decades, weren't just final resting places. They were elaborate, complex mechanisms, designed not just for the afterlife, but perhaps to protect something else. Something they didn't want to fall into the wrong hands. What if the secrets they guarded weren't just about the next life, but about this one? What if their understanding of physics, of medicine, of cosmology surpassed anything we've ever imagined? What if their advanced knowledge of astronomy wasn't just for charting the stars, but for harnessing their power? We are talking about possibilities that shatter conventional wisdom. We are talking about technology so advanced, they might seem like science fiction. But the evidence, scattered across the sands of time, suggests that the unimaginable might be true. Hidden within those tombs, beneath the intricate hieroglyphs and the layers of carefully placed artifacts, are clues. Clues that hint at a civilization far more sophisticated, far more technologically advanced, than we ever dared to believe. The sheer scale of the pyramids themselves speaks volumes. How did they move those colossal stones? What techniques did they employ? The precision of their construction is astounding, defying modern engineering explanations in some cases. Their understanding of mathematics, evident in the geometry of the structures, points to a level of intellectual prowess that's simply breathtaking. And the mummies. The process of mummification itself was a sophisticated undertaking, a testament to their understanding of anatomy and preservation. But what if there's more to it than meets the eye? What if certain techniques weren't just about preserving the body, but about something else? About extending life, or even transferring consciousness? These aren't just idle speculations. Researchers are actively studying these possibilities. New technologies are allowing us to peer deeper into the past, to uncover hidden chambers and analyze ancient artifacts with unprecedented accuracy. The more we learn, the more the mysteries deepen, the more astonishing the truth becomes. The pharaohs took secrets to their graves. That much is certain. But what those secrets are, and the extent of their power, remains a tantalizing enigma. And the journey to uncover those secrets. It's only just begun. Ever wondered what it felt like to stand before a pharaoh's tomb? Imagine the sheer scale, the weight of history pressing down on you. For centuries, these silent monuments have whispered secrets, tantalizing us with glimpses of a past so different from our own. We've dug, we've deciphered, we've analyzed, and yet, the more we uncover, the more questions arise. It's not just the grandeur that's baffling. It's the sheer complexity of it all. Think about the Valley of the Kings. Tomb after tomb, each a labyrinthine masterpiece of engineering, artistry, and something else. Something that defies easy explanation. These weren't just burial chambers, they were elaborate theatrical productions designed for an audience of one, the deceased pharaoh, embarking on a journey into the afterlife. The rituals surrounding these burials are mind-boggling. Mummification, a process so intricate it took weeks, even months, to complete. The careful placement of amulets, the inclusion of food, furniture, and personal belongings, all meticulously orchestrated to ensure a comfortable transition into the next world. But why so much effort? Why such meticulous detail? Was it simply a matter of faith, or was there a deeper, more practical purpose? Consider the sheer volume of materials used in these tombs. Mountains of stone, tons of gold, precious jewels, resources expended on a scale that boggles the mind. This wasn't just a display of wealth, it was a statement. A statement of power, yes, but also a statement of knowledge. A statement suggesting that the pharaohs possessed an understanding of the universe, of life and death, far beyond our current comprehension. And it's not just the physical artifacts that hint at this hidden knowledge. The very layout of the tombs, the symbolism woven into the hieroglyphs, the intricate astronomical alignments, all point to a sophisticated understanding of cosmology, mathematics, and engineering that seems almost out of place in that era. These weren't accidental arrangements, they were deliberate, carefully planned, reflecting a profound understanding of the cosmos and the pharaoh's place within it. Think about it, the precision of the pyramid's construction, the alignment of the shafts with celestial bodies, the complex mathematical calculations embedded in their design. These weren't just tombs, they were astronomical observatories, intricate calendars, and perhaps, something more. Something that we haven't even begun to fully grasp. The sheer scale of these structures, their enduring presence across millennia, speaks of a level of planning and execution that continues to astound and inspire awe. The elaborate rituals, the meticulous preparation, the staggering expenditure of resources, these are not the hallmarks of a primitive society. They are the hallmarks of a civilization possessing a depth of knowledge and understanding that continues to elude us. The pharaohs' tombs are not just historical sites, they are puzzles, intricate riddles waiting to be solved. And the answers, when we finally uncover them, may well rewrite our understanding of ancient Egypt and perhaps, even our understanding of ourselves. The secrets they hold are far more than just trinkets and treasures, they are keys to a lost world, a world of knowledge that could fundamentally alter our perception of history. The journey to unlock those secrets continues. Ever looked at a picture of those ancient Egyptian tombs, those incredible paintings and carvings covering every inch of the walls? You probably thought, wow, that's beautiful artwork. And you'd be right. But it's so much more than just decoration. It's a secret code. A hidden language that's been whispering secrets for thousands of years. Think about it. These weren't just random doodles. These were incredibly detailed images, painstakingly created by skilled artisans, often in near impossible to reach places within the tombs. Why? Why go to such incredible lengths to decorate a place where the pharaoh would spend eternity? It couldn't have just been for show. There had to be more to it. And there is. Those hieroglyphs, those seemingly random symbols and pictures, aren't just pretty pictures. They're a complex writing system, a language as intricate and sophisticated as any modern language. But unlike our alphabets, it's a visual language, a picture language. Each symbol, each carefully placed line and curve, carries meaning, a piece of a larger puzzle that has baffled scholars for centuries. Imagine trying to decipher a language with no Rosetta Stone, no clear starting point. That's the challenge faced by Egyptologists. They've made incredible progress, of course. They've cracked a large part of the code, translating countless texts, revealing fascinating insights into ancient Egyptian life, religion, and beliefs. But there's still so much we don't understand. We are talking about thousands of tombs, each potentially holding unique information, unique stories, unique perspectives on the world. Every tomb is a library, a vast repository of knowledge waiting to be unlocked. And the hieroglyphs themselves are not always consistent. The style, the symbols, the way they are arranged, it all varies depending on the time period, the location, even the individual artist. This makes deciphering them even more challenging. Think about the sheer scale of the task. We're not just talking about a few inscriptions. We are talking about countless walls, ceilings, sarcophagi, amulets, and other artifacts, all covered in these intricate symbols. It's a monumental task, a lifetime's work for countless researchers. And the more they decipher, the more they realize how much more there is to uncover. They've found hidden messages within the pictures, coded sequences within the seemingly random arrangements. They've discovered complex mathematical formulas embedded within the art, astronomical charts disguised as religious scenes. It's like a giant, ancient puzzle box, with layer upon layer of meaning hidden within. And the deeper they dig, the more they realize that these hieroglyphs weren't just meant to be understood by the living. They were also intended for the pharaoh in the afterlife. They were guides, maps, instructions for navigating the world beyond. They were a key to unlocking the secrets of the universe, to understanding the mysteries of life and death. These weren't just words on a wall. They were spells, incantations, prayers, and instructions. Some believed that the hieroglyphs themselves held magical power, that the very act of reading them could unlock something incredible. Could it be that the pharaohs weren't just relying on faith, but on a deep understanding of the universe, a mastery of hidden knowledge encoded in these intricate symbols? Consider the possibility that some hieroglyphs were intended to be understood only by a select few, by a secret society, a priestly class who held the key to this ancient knowledge. Imagine the power, the influence, the control that such knowledge would have granted. It's a tantalizing thought, a powerful reminder that these weren't just images, they were the guardians of secrets, the keepers of knowledge that could reshape our understanding of history itself. The hieroglyphs are more than just decoration. They're a window into a world we are only beginning to understand, a world of complex beliefs, advanced knowledge, and hidden power. They're a code waiting to be broken, a story waiting to be told. And the more pieces of that story we uncover, the more we realize just how much we still have to learn about the pharaohs and the world they inhabited. The journey to decipher this ancient code continues, and the rewards promise to be extraordinary. Ever heard of a calendar so accurate, it puts our modern Gregorian calendar to shame? I'm talking about a calendar developed thousands of years ago, by a civilization we often think of as ancient and primitive. Think again. Recent discoveries are blowing the lid off our assumptions about ancient Egyptian knowledge. Their understanding of astronomy and mathematics. It was mind-blowing. Seriously. We always knew the Egyptians were keen observers of the stars. They built their pyramids aligned with celestial events, right? But that's just the tip of a very, very big iceberg. We are talking about a level of astronomical precision that rivals, and in some cases surpasses, anything we could achieve with rudimentary tools. How did they do it? Let's talk about their calendar. Forget the simple 365-day calendar we use today. The Egyptians had a far more sophisticated system, a 365-day calendar with a built-in correction for the extra quarter day. This is crucial. That extra quarter day, the difference between a solar year and a 365-day cycle, is the reason why our calendar needs leap years. And the Egyptians knew about this discrepancy thousands of years ago. They accounted for it. They built a system that allowed them to predict seasons, eclipses, and other celestial events with astonishing accuracy. How astonishing? Well, their calendar was only off by a few minutes per year. Think about that. Using basic tools, using only their eyes and their minds, they developed a calendar more accurate than the Julian calendar, which was in use for centuries in the Roman Empire, and significantly more accurate than the Gregorian calendar that we still use today. But it's not just the calendar. New discoveries are revealing a deep understanding of mathematics far beyond simple counting. We are finding evidence of complex geometrical calculations in their architecture, evidence of advanced trigonometry used in the construction of pyramids and other monumental structures. These weren't just piles of stones, they were precise mathematical masterpieces. The precision of the angles, the alignment of the stones, the sheer scale of these projects, it all points to a level of mathematical sophistication that's staggering. And it gets even weirder. There's evidence suggesting a deep connection between their mathematics and their understanding of astronomy. The positioning of certain stars and constellations seems to have played a crucial role in their religious beliefs, their agricultural practices, and even their political calendar. They didn't just observe the stars, they understood them, they predicted their movements, and they incorporated that knowledge into every aspect of their lives. We are not just talking about a primitive understanding of the cosmos. We are talking about a civilization that had a grasp of celestial mechanics, of mathematical principles, that would not be fully understood in the West for millennia to come. They possessed a sophisticated system of measurement, a deep understanding of geometry and trigonometry, and a remarkably accurate calendar that allowed them to predict celestial events with incredible precision. Think about the implications. This wasn't just about building impressive structures or creating a neat calendar. This level of understanding would have given them a significant advantage in agriculture, navigation, and even warfare. Their ability to predict the Nile's floods, for example, was crucial for their survival, and that ability stemmed directly from their astronomical knowledge. Their understanding of mathematics and astronomy wasn't just a theoretical pursuit. It was deeply interwoven into the fabric of their society, influencing their beliefs, their practices, and their very way of life. It was a knowledge system that allowed them to thrive for centuries, a system that we are only now beginning to fully appreciate. And that's just what we've uncovered so far. The sands of time still hold many more secrets, waiting to be unearthed. The deeper we delve into the past, the more we realize how much we still don't know, and how much we have to learn from those who came before us. The more we understand their mastery of astronomy and mathematics, the more profound the mystery of ancient Egypt becomes. The more we realize that our understanding of history is still incomplete, still evolving, still being rewritten. Ever imagine ancient Egyptians performing brain surgery? Sounds crazy, right? Like something out of a Hollywood movie. But hold on, because the evidence suggests they were far more advanced in medicine than we once thought. We're not talking about basic herbal remedies here. We are talking about sophisticated surgical techniques, a deep understanding of human anatomy, and procedures that would astound even modern doctors. For centuries, we viewed ancient civilizations through a lens of perceived primitiveness. We imagined them as people struggling to survive, with limited knowledge of the human body and its complexities. But the reality, as revealed by recent archaeological discoveries and meticulous analysis of ancient texts, is far more nuanced and, frankly, mind-blowing. Let's talk about the Edwin Smith Papyrus. This ancient Egyptian medical text, dating back to the 17th century BC, is a treasure trove of medical knowledge. It's not just a collection of recipes or folk remedies. It's a detailed surgical manual, outlining various procedures, including treating wounds, setting fractures, and even performing trepanation, that's drilling holes in the skull. Now, trepanation might sound barbaric, but in ancient Egypt, it was a surprisingly sophisticated procedure. Think about it, performing brain surgery with the tools available at that time, bronze scalpels, sharpened flints, and rudimentary instruments, required an incredibly deep understanding of human anatomy. The papyrus describes various types of head injuries, the symptoms, and the appropriate treatment. It even details the location of the brain, its membranes, and blood vessels, demonstrating a surprisingly accurate understanding of neuroanatomy. But it doesn't stop there. The Egyptians also exhibited remarkable skills in other areas of surgery. Examination of mummies has revealed evidence of amputations, dental work, and even the setting of broken bones. Many of these procedures were performed with incredible precision, suggesting a high level of surgical skill and expertise. The incisions are often clean and well healed, indicating a strong understanding of asepsis, preventing infection, which was a remarkable achievement for its time. Consider the case of a mummy discovered with a prosthetic toe. This isn't just a simple wooden replacement, it's a meticulously crafted device that fits perfectly onto the foot, demonstrating a remarkable understanding of biomechanics and the need for a functional prosthesis. Imagine the level of craftsmanship, the understanding of anatomy, and the empathy required to create such a device for someone who had lost a toe. But how did they achieve this? What techniques did they use? The Edwin Smith Papyrus offers some insights, but much remains a mystery. We know they used herbal remedies and natural substances to treat wounds and infections, but their surgical techniques are still being studied and deciphered. We are finding evidence of sophisticated tools and techniques, hinting at a level of medical knowledge that was far more advanced than previously believed. Think about the implications of this discovery. It challenges our preconceived notions about ancient civilizations, forcing us to reevaluate our understanding of their technological capabilities and their knowledge of the human body. It suggests that the Egyptians were not only skilled builders and astronomers but also pioneers in medicine and surgery, pushing the boundaries of medical knowledge thousands of years ago. And it's not just about the surgical techniques themselves. The level of anatomical knowledge implied by these procedures is astounding. The Egyptians' detailed understanding of the circulatory system, the nervous system, and the musculoskeletal system is a testament to their meticulous observation and their commitment to understanding the human body. The evidence clearly points to a deep understanding of human anatomy and medicine far beyond what was previously assumed. This is not just a matter of chance or coincidence. It is a testament to the Egyptians' intellectual curiosity, their dedication to learning, and their ability to apply that knowledge in practical ways. Their medical achievements were not isolated incidents, they were part of a larger body of knowledge that shaped their culture and their society. They were innovators in the field of medicine, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire awe. The secrets of their medical knowledge are still being unearthed, and each new discovery deepens our understanding of their remarkable civilization. Ever wondered what it really took to become a mummy? Forget dusty bandages and a creepy grin. Mummification in ancient Egypt wasn't just about preserving a body, it was a complex, incredibly intricate ritual, a journey into the afterlife meticulously planned and executed with a level of scientific and spiritual understanding that's still baffling researchers today. We are talking about a process that lasted weeks, even months, a multi-step procedure requiring specialized tools, a profound knowledge of anatomy, and a deep understanding of the human body's chemistry. Forget the Hollywood image of a quick wrap and go. This was high-tech preservation, a testament to their advanced understanding of both science and spirituality. Think about it. The Egyptians believed in the afterlife, not just a vague, ethereal existence, but a continuation of life, albeit a transformed one. Their tombs weren't just burial places, they were homes for the pharaoh's core, their spirit or life force, to reside in for eternity. Mummification was the key to ensuring this transition, it was the bridge between life and the next world. The body had to be preserved, not just as a physical vessel, but as a vehicle for the core to journey through eternity. And the process itself. It was incredibly precise. First, the internal organs were carefully removed, a feat of delicate surgery that required immense skill. We're not talking about a crude hack-and-slash job, this was a precise procedure, demonstrating an understanding of anatomy that was remarkably advanced for its time. The organs weren't simply discarded, they were treated with reverence, often placed in canopic jars, each carefully labeled and protected. It was a testament to their deep respect for the human body and the spiritual significance of each organ. Then came the embalming. A complex mixture of resins, oils, and natron, a naturally occurring salt, were used to draw out moisture, preventing decay and preserving the body's form. The precise ratios of these ingredients, the specific techniques employed, the duration of the process, all were carefully controlled, reflecting a profound knowledge of chemistry and preservation techniques. This wasn't just a random concoction, it was a scientifically formulated process, honed over centuries, designed to achieve the ultimate goal, perfect preservation. After the embalming, the body was carefully wrapped in linen bandages, layer upon layer, often imbued with amulets and spells designed to protect the deceased in the afterlife. The intricate process of wrapping wasn't arbitrary, it was symbolic, each layer representing a step towards the afterlife, each amulet providing spiritual protection. The sheer amount of linen used, the meticulous care taken in each wrap, reflects a deep-seated belief in the importance of this ritual, a belief that extended beyond mere superstition into a complex spiritual worldview. Consider the symbolism. The process wasn't just about preserving the body, it was about transforming it, preparing it for its journey into the next world. The meticulous removal of organs, the careful embalming, the intricate wrapping, each step was a symbolic act, a rite of passage into the afterlife. The mummies weren't just preserved bodies, they were sacred objects, vessels carrying the core on its eternal journey. And what about the masks, the elaborate jewelry, the carefully placed funerary goods? These weren't just decorations, they were essential components of the journey. They were tools, provisions, and protection for the core in the afterlife. The selection of these items, their placement, their symbolic significance, all were carefully considered, reflecting a profound understanding of the afterlife and the needs of the deceased. The mummification process wasn't simply a matter of preserving a body, it was a profound ritual, a complex interplay of science, art, and spirituality. It was a testament to their deep understanding of the human body, their advanced knowledge of preservation techniques, and their profound belief in the afterlife. It was a journey, meticulously planned and executed, designed to ensure a safe passage for the core into eternity. It was a process reflecting not just their scientific knowledge, but the very core of their spiritual beliefs, a powerful testament to their worldview. And it's this intricate blend of science and spirituality that continues to fascinate and inspire awe, even today. It's a story etched in linen, sealed in resins, and whispered across millennia. A story that speaks volumes about a civilization far more sophisticated than we once imagined. Ever wondered if the pharaohs were hiding something bigger? Something beyond gold, beyond power, beyond the afterlife itself. Something secret. We've looked at their tombs, their pyramids, their mummies, magnificent, awe-inspiring, undeniably impressive. But what if the most significant secrets weren't in the grand architecture, but in the tiny details? In the words, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. We are talking about the ancient text. Thousands of papyrus scrolls, fragments of stone tablets, hieroglyphs etched onto sarcophagi, a vast ocean of information, painstakingly pieced together over centuries. And within this ocean, researchers are finding hidden passages. Not physical passages, like secret doors, but passages of meaning, hidden layers of symbolism woven into the very fabric of the text. Think about it, these weren't just historical records or religious hymns. These were carefully crafted narratives, filled with metaphors, allegories, and coded messages. The scribes who penned these texts weren't simply recording events, they were constructing intricate puzzles, leaving clues for those who knew how to read them. Imagine the dedication, the skill, the deliberate intent behind this cryptic communication. We've already decoded much of the basic meaning, learning about their daily lives, their religious beliefs, their political structures. But beneath the surface, a different story emerges. A story whispered in symbolic language, in subtle shifts in tone, in seemingly insignificant details. A story of secret societies, of esoteric knowledge, of power held by a select few. Take, for instance, the Book of the Dead. It's not just a guide to the afterlife, it's a complex labyrinth of spells, incantations, and symbolic imagery. Each spell, each image, carries multiple layers of meaning, hinting at a deeper understanding of the universe, of the human condition, of the very nature of reality. Scholars are now finding hidden passages within these texts, revealing layers of meaning that were previously overlooked. These hidden passages often involve intricate wordplay, subtle shifts in grammar, and symbolic imagery that speaks volumes beyond the literal meaning. And it's not just the Book of the Dead. Similar hidden passages have been found in other ancient Egyptian texts, from medical papyri to love poems. These hidden layers suggest a deliberate attempt to conceal knowledge, to protect it from the uninitiated, to preserve it for a select group. It's as though the scribes were playing a game, leaving clues for those who possess the key to unlock the deeper meaning. Who were these initiates? Were they priests, holding the key to sacred knowledge? Were they members of a secret society, guarding ancient secrets passed down through generations? Or were they something else entirely? Some researchers suggest the existence of a priestly elite, a secret order possessing esoteric knowledge far beyond the understanding of the common people. This knowledge, they believe, was not just religious or spiritual, but also scientific and technological. Consider the precision of their astronomical calculations, their advanced medical techniques, their remarkable engineering feats. These achievements suggest a level of understanding that would not be matched for millennia. Was this knowledge passed down through generations within a secret society, carefully guarded and protected from the outside world? The evidence suggests this is a strong possibility. The hidden passages within ancient texts aren't just intellectual curiosities, they are clues, breadcrumbs leading us towards a deeper understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization. They are a testament to the sophistication of their culture, the depth of their knowledge, and the lengths to which they went to protect their secrets. These secrets weren't just about power, they were about knowledge, a knowledge that could change our understanding of the world and our place within it. The deeper we delve into these texts, the more we realize how much we still don't know. The more we uncover, the more the puzzle deepens. The more we realize that the surface of ancient Egypt only hints at the richness and complexity that lies beneath. And the journey to uncover that hidden knowledge, it's just beginning. Ever looked at a picture of the Great Pyramid of Giza and just stared? Felt that inexplicable pull, that sense of something more? You're not alone. For centuries, we've accepted the pyramids as simply elaborate tombs for pharaohs. Magnificent, yes, but just tombs. But what if that's only half the story? What if these colossal structures were something far more profound, far more complex? Some theories suggest the pyramids weren't just burial chambers, but incredibly sophisticated astronomical observatories. Think about it, the precision of their alignment with celestial bodies is astonishing. We're not talking about a rough approximation here. We're talking about an accuracy that defies explanation, using only the tools available at that time. The shafts within the pyramids, for example, are aligned with specific stars and constellations, suggesting a deep understanding of celestial movement and a level of astronomical knowledge far beyond what was previously believed. But it goes deeper than simple stargazing. Many researchers believe the pyramids served as energy conduits, harnessing and manipulating natural forces in ways we are only beginning to understand. The very geometry of the pyramids, the precise angles, the intricate internal structure, all of these elements point to a deliberate design, a design that wasn't just about aesthetics or practicality, but about something far more profound. Consider the location of the pyramids themselves. Their positioning along the Nile, their alignment with certain geological features, their connection to the surrounding landscape, all of this suggests a deliberate placement, a careful selection of a site possessing specific energetic properties. Some theories propose that the pyramids were strategically positioned to harness telluric currents, underground energy flows that some believe can impact human consciousness and even the environment. And then there's the matter of resonance. The pyramids' dimensions, their proportions, even the materials used in their construction, seem to be carefully chosen to create specific resonant frequencies. Some researchers believe that these frequencies could have been used to amplify certain energies, to create a powerful focal point for spiritual practices, or even to influence the environment in some way. Think about the energy levels involved in the construction of these massive structures. The sheer scale of the project, the precision of the construction, the coordination required to move such colossal stones, all of this suggests an incredible level of organization, planning, and understanding of both engineering and energy. It's not just about moving stones, it's about harnessing power, about manipulating energy on a grand scale. Imagine the implications: a civilization capable of not only building these monumental structures, but also understanding and manipulating the Earth's energy fields, utilizing them for purposes we are only now beginning to consider. This isn't just science fiction, it's a possibility supported by increasingly compelling evidence. The orientation of the pyramids, their internal passages, their intricate design, all point to a deep understanding of the cosmos, of the Earth's energy, and of the power of geometry. They weren't just tombs, they were tools, devices designed to interact with the Earth's energy field, to amplify certain frequencies, to create a focal point for spiritual practices, or perhaps even something more. Some researchers believe the pyramids were used in rituals designed to connect with the divine, to access higher states of consciousness, or even to manipulate time itself. While these ideas might seem far-fetched, they are based on a growing body of evidence suggesting that the pyramids were far more than simple burial chambers. They were complex, multifunctional structures, designed with an understanding of energy and the cosmos that far surpasses our current comprehension. The mysteries surrounding the pyramids continue to deepen, and new discoveries are constantly challenging our preconceived notions. The more we learn, the more we realize that our understanding of ancient Egypt is still incomplete, still evolving. The pyramids stand as a testament to a civilization far more advanced than we once imagined, a civilization that possessed a knowledge of energy and the cosmos that continues to baffle and inspire awe. And that, in itself, is a mystery worth exploring. Ever wondered how those colossal pyramids were built? Seriously, how? We are talking millions of tons of stone, precisely cut and placed with an accuracy that still boggles modern engineers. The conventional wisdom. Lots of manpower, simple tools, and sheer brute force. But, is that really the whole story? Let's dive into some seriously wild theories, some that might make you question everything you thought you knew about ancient Egypt. Because the truth is, the more we study these structures, the more it seems like the simple tools explanation just doesn't cut it. There are too many anomalies, too many unexplained precisions, too much that suggests something else. Something more advanced. First, let's talk about the stones themselves. We are talking about massive blocks of granite, some weighing over 70 tons. Moving those stones, even with a massive workforce, would have been an incredible feat, but the precision with which they were cut and fitted. That's where things get really interesting. The joints between some of these blocks are so tight, you can't even slip a razor blade between them. How did they achieve that level of accuracy without modern tools? Some researchers propose the use of sophisticated sound technology. Think sonic vibrations, focused energy beams, maybe even some kind of advanced acoustic levitation. Sounds crazy, right? But consider the evidence, the precision of the cuts, the lack of visible tooling marks on many of the stones, the almost impossible fit between some of the blocks. Could sound have been used to shape and move these massive stones with an accuracy that surpasses modern techniques? Then there's the question of transportation. How did they move these giant blocks across the desert, over uneven terrain, and up steep inclines? The conventional explanations involve ramps, sledges, and an army of workers. But even with these methods, the logistics seem almost insurmountable. Some researchers suggest the use of some kind of advanced technology, perhaps magnetic levitation, or maybe even a system of rollers and levers that we haven't even considered yet. The scale of the operation, the precision of the placement, it all points to something beyond simple brute force. And let's not forget the internal chambers. The intricate passages, the shafts aligned with the stars, the perfectly positioned ventilation systems, these aren't just accidents. They are the result of meticulous planning, precise engineering, and an understanding of physics and mathematics that's far beyond what we'd expect from a civilization considered ancient. Could they have used some kind of surveying technology, some way to measure and align these structures with such extraordinary accuracy? Some theories even suggest the use of lasers, or some kind of advanced surveying instrument, to ensure the perfect alignment of the pyramids and their internal structures. Think about the internal workings of the pyramids. The ventilation shafts, for example, are remarkably well designed, providing a constant flow of air throughout the structure. How did they achieve this level of engineering without modern tools or technology? Some researchers suggest the use of sophisticated airflow modeling, perhaps even some kind of advanced air conditioning system that we haven't even begun to fully understand. The level of precision in the construction of the pyramids is simply mind-boggling. The angles, the alignments, the proportions, everything points to a level of sophistication that's hard to reconcile with the conventional wisdom of simple tools and brute force. Some researchers suggest that the Egyptians possessed a level of technological understanding far beyond what we currently give them credit for. They may have used some kind of advanced technology that we haven't even discovered yet, a technology that allowed them to achieve feats of engineering that still amaze us today. The more we learn, the more these theories seem plausible. The lack of visible tooling marks on many of the stones, the almost impossibly tight fits between the blocks, the precision of the alignments, these are not simply anomalies, they are clues. Clues that point to a level of technological sophistication that would challenge our understanding of ancient history. Now, I'm not saying we should automatically dismiss the conventional explanations. But it's crucial to keep an open mind and to consider the possibility that there's more to the story than we currently understand. The pyramids are testaments to human ingenuity, to a civilization capable of achieving extraordinary feats. But perhaps those feats were achieved not just through manpower and simple tools, but through a level of technological advancement that's only now beginning to be revealed. The mystery of the pyramid's construction remains one of history's most enduring puzzles, and the possibility of advanced technology being involved only adds another layer of intrigue to this fascinating enigma. The debate continues, and the search for answers goes on. Ever felt like history books only scratch the surface? Like there's a whole other layer of secrets hidden beneath the dust and sand? Well, when it comes to ancient Egypt, that feeling is entirely justified. Because even now, in the 21st century, we're still stumbling across hidden chambers and artifacts that completely rewrite what we thought we knew. Imagine this: you're an archaeologist, painstakingly excavating a tomb, meticulously brushing away centuries of dust, when suddenly, you uncover a doorway. A doorway that wasn't on any map, a passage that wasn't mentioned in any ancient text. A secret chamber, hidden for thousands of years, waiting to be discovered. That's the thrill, the incredible rush of discovery that drives researchers forward. And it happens more often than you might think. We've long believed we had a pretty good grasp of ancient Egyptian burial practices. Elaborate tombs, filled with treasures and provisions for the afterlife, we've unearthed countless examples. But the recent discoveries of hidden chambers are shaking things up. These aren't just small, insignificant spaces, we're talking about entire complexes, vast networks of tunnels and chambers, completely unknown until very recently. They're rewriting our understanding of how these tombs were planned, how they were built, and what they were really intended for. Take, for example, the discovery of KV63 in the Valley of the Kings. This previously unknown tomb, discovered in 2008, contained the remains of several individuals, along with a collection of artifacts unlike anything seen before. It challenged existing theories about royal burials, raising more questions than it answered. Was it a royal tomb, a hidden burial chamber for a lesser-known pharaoh? Or something else entirely? The mystery remains, but the discovery itself fundamentally changed how we look at the Valley of the Kings, a place we thought we already knew well. And it's not just tombs. Hidden chambers are being discovered beneath temples, within pyramids, even deep underground, far from any known structures. These hidden spaces often contain artifacts that defy easy categorization, objects that don't fit into our established understanding of ancient Egyptian culture. We're finding tools, weapons, religious artifacts, personal belongings, all adding pieces to a puzzle we never knew existed. Each new find forces us to rethink our assumptions, to question the narratives we've built around ancient Egypt. These hidden chambers aren't just empty spaces. They often contain incredibly well-preserved artifacts, paintings still vibrant with color, tools still sharp enough to use, and textiles so intricately woven they seem almost impossible to replicate today. The quality of preservation in some of these hidden locations is astonishing, offering us unprecedented glimpses into the past. It's like stumbling upon a time capsule, perfectly sealed and waiting to be opened. But why were these chambers hidden? Why were these artifacts concealed? Was it a deliberate attempt to protect sacred objects from grave robbers? Was it a matter of religious secrecy, a desire to keep certain rituals or beliefs hidden from the uninitiated? Or was it something far more complex, a deliberate attempt to conceal advanced knowledge or technology that might have been too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands? The discovery of these hidden chambers and artifacts isn't just about finding new objects, it's about challenging our assumptions, forcing us to rethink our understanding of ancient Egyptian society, their beliefs, their technologies, and their motivations. We are constantly rewriting the narrative of ancient Egypt, and the pace of discovery is only accelerating. The more we uncover, the more we realize how much we still don't know. The more we understand that the past is far more complex, far more fascinating, and far more mysterious than we ever imagined. And that's the exciting part. It's not just about filling in gaps in our knowledge, it's about fundamentally transforming our understanding of this incredible civilization. Each new discovery opens up a whole new world of possibilities, a whole new set of questions, a whole new level of mystery. The sands of time continue to yield their secrets, and the story of ancient Egypt is far from over. The narrative is constantly evolving, being rewritten with each new discovery. We are constantly being reminded that the past is far more complex, far more fascinating, and far more mysterious than we ever imagined. Ever wonder what our world would look like if we had access to technologies lost to time? Imagine the possibilities. We are constantly pushing the boundaries of science and technology, yet sometimes, it feels like we are reinventing the wheel. What if ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and technology far exceeding our own? What if some of it still exists, buried beneath the sands, waiting to be rediscovered? Let's be honest, the sheer scale of some ancient constructions is mind-boggling. The pyramids, for instance. We struggle to replicate their precision today, even with our advanced tools and machinery. What if the Egyptians didn't rely on brute force alone? What if they possessed a technology we've completely forgotten, a technology that allowed them to manipulate materials, energy, and even gravity in ways we can only dream of? Perhaps a form of advanced sound engineering, harnessing acoustic resonance to shape and move massive stone blocks with unimaginable ease. Think about the precision of some of the stonework. The joints are so tight, you can't even fit a razor blade between them. That's not just craftsmanship, that's engineering at its finest. And we're not just talking about the pyramids. Look at the intricate carvings, the perfectly symmetrical designs, the astronomical alignments, all hinting at a level of technological sophistication that goes beyond our current understanding. What if they understood energy sources we've only recently begun to explore? Free energy. Harnessing the power of the earth itself. It might sound like science fiction, but some researchers believe the pyramids themselves may have been energy conduits, harnessing and channeling natural forces. The idea of a civilization capable of manipulating energy on such a scale is both daunting and exhilarating. And what about medicine? We've unearthed evidence of remarkably advanced surgical techniques in ancient Egypt. Procedures that require a deep understanding of human anatomy, performed with incredible precision, often with surprisingly high success rates. What if they possessed advanced healing techniques, lost to time, techniques that could revolutionize modern medicine. Imagine the possibilities of unlocking those ancient secrets. Perhaps the most intriguing possibility is the existence of lost knowledge. Not just technological advancements, but profound philosophical and spiritual understandings, insights into the nature of reality that could fundamentally shift our worldview. What if the hieroglyphs weren't just a writing system, but a complex code, containing information far beyond our current ability to decipher? What if they held the key to unlocking deeper truths about the universe, about consciousness, about the very nature of existence? Imagine a world where we could access this lost knowledge, this lost technology. It's not just about archaeological discoveries, it's about the potential to unlock a new era of scientific and technological advancement. It's about reimagining our place in the universe, reinterpreting our history, and fundamentally changing our understanding of who we are and where we come from. The implications are staggering. It's a possibility that could rewrite history as we know it, and that's precisely why the search for lost technologies and knowledge is so crucial. It's a journey into the unknown, a quest for answers that could redefine our understanding of the past, present, and future. The potential for discovery is immense, the possibilities endless. And that, my friends, is something worth exploring. The potential for a paradigm shift is there, waiting to be unlocked. The question isn't if this knowledge exists, but when we'll find it. Ever wondered what happened to entire dynasties? Poof. Gone. Vanished from the historical record like a mirage in the desert. Not a slow decline, not a gradual fading away, but a sudden, inexplicable disappearance. That's the chilling mystery we're diving into today, the vanished pharaohs. We've explored the grandeur of their tombs, the brilliance of their engineering, the depth of their knowledge. But what about the dynasties that simply ceased to be? No grand battles, no obvious conquerors, no clear explanation for their abrupt end. Just silence. A blank page in the history books. Take, for example, the mysterious disappearance of the 6th dynasty. One moment, they are ruling Egypt, leaving behind impressive monuments and intricate works of art. The next. A sudden void. Their reign ends abruptly, with no clear successor, no obvious cause for their downfall. It's as if they simply evaporated, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Historians have spent centuries trying to piece together what happened, but the puzzle remains frustratingly incomplete. Was it a catastrophic event? An earthquake that swallowed entire cities? A devastating plague that wiped out the entire ruling class? Perhaps a volcanic eruption, shrouding the land in ash and darkness, bringing an abrupt end to their reign? These are all possibilities, of course, but none of them fully explains the sheer speed and completeness of their disappearance. There's no evidence of widespread destruction, no clear signs of a violent overthrow. Just an absence. A gap in the timeline. Then there's the case of the 13th dynasty. Another seemingly stable period, followed by a complete collapse. The records become fragmented, inconsistent, and ultimately, silent. Did internal strife tear the kingdom apart? Was there a power struggle that led to the complete annihilation of the ruling family? Or was there a more sinister force at play? A conspiracy? A secret rebellion? The historical records are simply too sparse to provide definitive answers. We are left with tantalizing hints, cryptic clues, and frustratingly incomplete narratives. Did a powerful rival kingdom rise up and swiftly conquer them, erasing their presence from the historical record? But if so, where's the evidence of a prolonged conflict? Where are the battle scars, the signs of a prolonged struggle for power? The lack of such evidence only deepens the mystery. Could it be something more supernatural? Some scholars have suggested that these dynasties might have been victims of a curse, a supernatural force that wiped them from existence. Sounds far-fetched, right? But consider the pervasive belief in magic and the supernatural in ancient Egypt. Their religion, their rituals, their entire worldview revolved around the unseen forces of the universe. Could these forces have played a role in the disappearance of entire dynasties? Or perhaps the answer lies in something far more mundane, something we simply haven't considered yet. A change in the climate. A shift in the course of the Nile. A series of devastating famines. These factors could have destabilized the kingdom, leading to its collapse, but again, the sheer speed and completeness of the disappearance remain puzzling. There's a lack of supporting evidence for these theories as well. The truth is, we simply don't know. The disappearance of these dynasties remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. And that, perhaps, is the most intriguing part of all. The very lack of definitive answers, the absence of clear explanations, fuels our curiosity, keeps us searching, keeps us wondering, what really happened? What dark secrets lie hidden beneath the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered? The unanswered questions beckon, whispering promises of further exploration, further revelations, and further mystery. The search for answers continues. Ever heard of a civilization harnessing the power of the earth itself? Sounds like science fiction, right? But some scholars believe ancient Egypt wasn't just about pyramids and mummies. They think the pharaohs possessed a deep understanding of energy, a knowledge so advanced, it could rewrite our understanding of history. We are talking about harnessing natural forces, not just building with them. We are talking about a level of control over energy that would make modern scientists grin with envy. Imagine a society that understood the Earth's subtle energies, the ley lines, the telluric currents, invisible forces flowing beneath our feet. They didn't just build their structures on the land, they built them with the land, integrating their designs with the Earth's natural energy grid. Think about the precise alignment of the pyramids, their orientation to the cardinal points, their connection to the Nile. Was it just coincidence, or was it a deliberate attempt to tap into these natural energy flows? Some researchers believe the pyramids themselves weren't just tombs, but giant energy amplifiers, resonating with the Earth's natural frequencies. The specific dimensions, the angles, the materials, all carefully chosen to create a structure capable of accumulating and channeling energy. Think about it, a massive stone structure, perfectly aligned with the Earth's magnetic field, acting as a giant antenna, drawing in cosmic energy and channeling it downwards. Crazy? Maybe. But consider the evidence. The sheer scale of the pyramids is astounding. Moving those colossal stones, with the precision they achieved, required an unimaginable amount of energy. But what if they weren't just moving the stones, but manipulating them? What if they possessed a technology capable of altering the very structure of matter, using energy to shape and move these massive blocks with ease? Some theories suggest the use of sound, focused energy beams, or even some form of advanced levitation. And it's not just about the pyramids. Consider the intricate carvings, the perfectly symmetrical designs found throughout ancient Egyptian art and architecture. This level of precision, this attention to detail, points to a deeper understanding of geometry, of proportion, of the underlying energetic principles governing the universe. It wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about creating structures that resonated with the Earth's energies, structures that amplified certain frequencies, structures that were connected to the cosmic web. Think about the mummification process. Was it just about preserving the body? Or was it a way to enhance the flow of energy, to preserve the life force, the core of the deceased? The intricate rituals, the precise placement of amulets, the use of specific herbs and resins, all suggest a deep understanding of energy, of the subtle forces that govern life and death. Was mummification a form of energy manipulation, a way to preserve not just the body, but the spirit as well? Now, this isn't about dismissing conventional explanations. Of course, human labor and ingenuity played a massive role in the construction of the pyramids. But what if those human efforts were guided by a deeper understanding of energy, a technology that amplified human capabilities, allowing them to achieve feats that seem almost impossible today? The idea of the pharaohs harnessing natural forces might sound far-fetched, but it's a theory worth considering. It challenges our assumptions about ancient civilizations, forces us to rethink our understanding of their capabilities, and opens up a whole new world of possibilities. It suggests that the pharaohs weren't just rulers, they were masters of energy, individuals who understood and manipulated the subtle forces that govern our universe. They weren't just building tombs, they were building conduits, channels for cosmic energy, tapping into a power source beyond our current comprehension. And what happened to that knowledge? Why did it disappear? Did it vanish with the pharaohs themselves, or was it deliberately hidden, preserved within the intricate symbols and rituals of ancient Egypt? The answers, if they exist, are buried deep within the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered. The possibilities are staggering, the mystery compelling. And the quest to unravel the truth, well, that's a journey in itself. Ever felt a shiver down your spine looking at a picture of a pyramid? That primal sense of awe, of something ancient and powerful, something beyond our comprehension. That's the legacy of the Pharaohs. It's not just about dusty tombs and forgotten gods, it's about a profound impact on our collective consciousness, a legacy that continues to challenge and reshape our understanding of history itself. Think about it. We are talking about structures that have stood for millennia, monuments to a civilization that thrived thousands of years before the Roman Empire, before the Greeks, before even the invention of the wheel as we know it. These aren't just buildings, they are testaments to human ingenuity, to a level of organization and engineering prowess that still astounds us today. We marvel at their precision, the sheer scale of their ambition, and the enduring power of their design. We struggle to replicate their achievements even with our modern technology. That alone should make us question everything we think we know about primitive civilizations. The pharaohs weren't just rulers, they were gods, demigods, figures of immense power and influence, their lives steeped in ritual and mystery. Their images, etched in stone and painted on papyrus, continue to inspire a sense of wonder, a fascination with a world so different from our own. Their very existence challenges our linear view of progress, forcing us to acknowledge that brilliant civilizations could rise and fall long before our own. Their legacy isn't merely historical, it's a cultural phenomenon, a source of endless inspiration for artists, writers, filmmakers, and countless others. Hollywood, literature, even video games, the pharaohs are everywhere, icons of power, mystery, and enduring fascination. But the legacy of the pharaohs goes beyond mere aesthetics. It challenges our assumptions about technological advancement. We've found evidence suggesting a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and medicine, far beyond what we once believed possible for that era. Their calendar system was remarkably accurate, their surgical techniques surprisingly advanced, their astronomical observations unbelievably precise. These achievements force us to confront the possibility that our understanding of technological progress is incomplete, that perhaps other civilizations reached heights of innovation that we are only now beginning to understand. Perhaps we're just beginning to scratch the surface of what they truly accomplished. Their legacy also compels us to reevaluate our understanding of spirituality and belief systems. The intricate rituals surrounding death and the afterlife, the elaborate preparations for the journey to the next world, the profound belief in the power of magic and the supernatural, these elements offer a window into a worldview vastly different from our own, a perspective that challenges our modern, secular sensibilities. Their beliefs, though foreign to us, were deeply ingrained in their society, shaping their art, their architecture, their very way of life. Understanding their beliefs helps us understand the motivations behind their monumental achievements, their unwavering faith, and their enduring legacy. Consider the enduring power of their symbols, the ankh, the scarab beetle, the eye of Horus. These images, so ancient, so potent, continue to resonate with people across cultures and generations. They've become symbols of power, protection, and eternal life, appearing in countless forms of modern art, fashion, and even popular culture. This enduring presence, this continued relevance, speaks volumes about the enduring power of the pharaoh's legacy. The pharaoh's legacy isn't just about the past, it's about the present. It's about our ongoing fascination with their achievements, our persistent efforts to understand their culture, and our constant questioning of our own assumptions about history. It's a constant reminder that history isn't a static entity, but a dynamic process, constantly being rewritten and reinterpreted as new discoveries are made. The more we learn about the pharaohs, the more we realize how much we still don't know, how much our understanding of history continues to evolve. Their legacy isn't a finished story, it's a continuing conversation, a dialogue between past and present, a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity, belief, and the mysteries that continue to captivate and inspire us. And that, in itself, is a powerful and enduring legacy. It's a legacy that prompts us to question not only our understanding of the past but our understanding of ourselves, our place in the universe, and the potential for human achievement. So, we've scratched the surface, haven't we? We've explored the breathtaking architecture, the intricate hieroglyphs, the astonishing medical knowledge, but the question remains, what else is hidden? What other secrets are buried beneath the sands of time, waiting to be unearthed? Think about it, we've talked about advanced technology, hidden chambers, lost knowledge, but what if these were just the tip of the iceberg? What if the pharaohs weren't just guarding technological secrets, but something far more profound? Something that could fundamentally alter our understanding of reality itself. What if they possessed knowledge of energies we haven't even begun to comprehend? Energies that could heal diseases, manipulate matter, even bend space and time. It sounds like science fiction, I know, but consider the evidence, the precision of their astronomical observations, the sophisticated understanding of human anatomy, the sheer scale of their monumental constructions. These aren't the hallmarks of a primitive society. They suggest a level of understanding that's far beyond our current comprehension. What if those seemingly random patterns in the pyramids, those seemingly insignificant carvings, those cryptic hieroglyphs, what if they weren't random at all? What if they were a complex code, a map to a hidden knowledge, a key to unlocking a deeper understanding of the universe? What if the pyramids themselves weren't just tombs, but sophisticated energy generators, resonating with the Earth's natural frequencies, drawing power from the cosmos itself? Think about the mysteries surrounding the disappearance of certain pharaonic dynasties. We've touched on it, but the lack of evidence, the sheer suddenness of their vanishings, it screams of something more than simple political upheaval or natural disaster. What if these disappearances weren't accidental? What if they were orchestrated events, a deliberate attempt to conceal knowledge, to protect secrets that were too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands? What if the pharaohs weren't just rulers, but guardians? Guardians of a knowledge so profound, so powerful, it could change the world as we know it. What if they understood the very fabric of reality, the interconnectedness of all things, and they deliberately concealed this knowledge, leaving behind only cryptic clues for future generations to decipher? We've talked about hidden chambers, but what about hidden languages? What about hidden rituals, hidden beliefs? What if there are entire libraries of knowledge, still buried beneath the sands, waiting to be uncovered? Text written in languages we haven't even begun to decipher, describing technologies and concepts so far beyond our understanding, they would seem like science fiction. And what about the individual pharaohs themselves? What personal secrets did they carry to their graves? What ambitions, what fears, what regrets did they take with them into the afterlife? The elaborate preparations for their journey into eternity, the carefully chosen artifacts placed within their tombs. These weren't just about comfort, they were about legacy, about leaving a mark on the world even beyond death. What messages, what warnings, what hopes did they leave behind? The sheer volume of unanswered questions is staggering. The more we discover, the more mysteries we uncover. And the deeper we delve into the past, the more we realize just how much we still don't know. We've barely scratched the surface of ancient Egyptian civilization. The sands of time still hold countless secrets, waiting to be revealed. So, what do you think? What other mysteries do you believe the pharaohs concealed? What hidden technologies, what lost knowledge, what profound secrets do you think lie buried beneath the sands? Let's discuss this in the comments below. Let's share our theories, our speculations, our wildest guesses. Let's unravel the enigma together. Because the truth is, the most fascinating mysteries are often the ones that remain unsolved, the ones that continue to challenge and inspire us, pushing the boundaries of our knowledge and our imagination. Let's keep digging.